Good morning, Lewis. I'm Brendan Jarrett with Frankie Corso. Thank you for joining us this early morning.
Good morning, Flyers. We hope you're all enjoying this week as we continue October.
Fall break.
I'm ready. I was just telling my sisters this morning, I feel like I have not gotten a full night of sleep, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay, I'm going to hibernate as many days as I can. I don't want to get up at all.
No, I'm staying in bed every day.
Exactly. Let's start by checking out our latest trending topics.
Hey, Brandon, do you know what time it is?
No, Frankie, what time is it?
It's time for trending topics.
All right, here we go. So this first one here is mine, the Wendy's Real Life Krabby Patty meal. And yeah, like it might be a marketing scheme, but I'm the target audience, so I'm gonna buy this.
It might be a marketing scheme.
Yeah.
You are just explain why it is, and then you said, well, I'm gonna buy this.
I'm gonna buy it. It's SpongeBob, and I'll take it.
Yeah, I used to always wonder if the Krabby Patty recipe was real because I was a SpongeBob lover. So this honestly is like living out my dream.
Exactly.
Oh, I was like, wait, did you do this one? This is mine. I thought I keep doing dog ones. I keep doing animal ones every week, but I just can't help myself because look at him. That's so cute. Like, I feel like if I ever had a fence, this is exactly what I would do. I would just invite all the doggies to come over and poke their head in.
That's kind of nice.
I know. See what's going on for the week?
If they did it, he poked his head there before and then they cut it out, or they cut it out so he could poke his head through.
Look, there was a hole in a fence and the neighbors kept poking the dogs.
Oh.
So then they built it for him.
That's cute.
Yeah. On to our next post.
I was hungry when I picked these out.
I can see that.
So this one was like a Krispy Kreme Ghostbusters lineup. And again, like, come on now. If they're marketing, I'm taking it. I like Ghostbusters. I like donuts. Everything looks good.
Have you ever had Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
I haven't. Is it delicious? I feel
It's-
like it probably tastes like every other donut.
Probably, but these are Ghostbusters. They
Okay.
taste different.
Okay. On to our next. Okay, this is one of my biggest pet peeves, and I don't know if it's like a niche thing, but do you ever like plug your phone in and it's like one of those chargers where you have to wiggle it for like 5 minutes until you
Yeah.
get the right angle and then you like don't touch it? You are literally sitting like this. That's me. That was actually me last night, so
And
that's
you-
why I picked this one.
And you cried like this?
I did. I sure did.
It's worse when you check on it like after like 10 minutes and
And
it has
not
gone.
been charging. Yeah, that's the worst. I agree with that.
All right, and on to our first TikTok. Oh, this one's mine.
I would say.
You think? Dude, it was crazy. Look how far this guy's throwing. He's at the warning track.
Well, they're professional.
Yeah, but
baseball
it's still
players.
amazing. Like that guy, he's a normal dude.
Everybody's normal.
No, not that guy. Not anymore.
All
Not
right.
after this.
Did this like go viral or something?
No, I just found it.
Oh, so it's just viral for you.
It was me.
I got it. All right, on to our next TikTok. This is Jack-o'-lantern World. It's in Lake Zurich,
Whoa.
and I'm going to it in 2 weeks on the 20th. Doesn't it look so fun?
It really does. A
I
lot of
know.
Instagram picture places.
I know. I'm in a spooktacular mood, that's for sure.
I don't know. It's like everything looks really nice about it. It's,
I
like, really
know. Isn't that so
small. Is
cool?
it the Eiffel Tower?
It's like a maze that you walk through of like jack-o'-lanterns.
Is that a corn maze?
It kind of. It's like a jack-o'-lantern maze.
That was nice.
Yeah, I know.
All right, next up, we'll share some feel-good stories sure to brighten your day. Think old school. Before cell phones and Blackberries, people in public places would use a public payphone to make a call. Fast forward to today, a payphone that doesn't ring or accept change is situated in south central Arizona in the middle of the Hazumi River Preserve in Wickenburg. This so-called wind phone is not just a relic, but serves a higher purpose. People who use the phone often need a place to vent and something to get off their chest. While others have used the phone to talk to a loved one who has died, the conversation gives them comfort during a time when they need it the most.
2 American scientists have won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for their work on the discovery of microRNA. Victor Ambros and Gary Ruvkins research revealed gene regulation by microDNA. That's how genes give rise to different cells within the human body. The Nobel Prize Committee praised Ambros and Ruvkins' work as a groundbreaking discovery. Ambros is a professor of natural science at the University of Massachusetts Medical School, and Ruvkin is a professor of genetics at Harvard Medical School. They first made the discovery of microRNA in 1993, but it was initially thought irrelevant to humans.
Get ready for some comfort food. Today is National Pierogi Day. You can celebrate the day by ordering pierogies at a Polish restaurant, make your own pierogies, or host a Polish-themed potluck meal. The semicircular Polish dumplings are made of unleavened dough that's boiled and then baked or fried in butter. They are stuffed with all kinds of great stuff, like potatoes and cheese, but there are endless possibilities. Dessert pierogies are stuffed with fruit and can be covered with maple syrup, chocolate sauce, whipped cream, or applesauce. Be sure to share your sweet or savory treat on social media using the hashtag National Pierogi Day. Up next, we'll show you what's new at Lewis U. Stay tuned.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
What are you looking for?
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Today, I'm here with owner of Good Therapy Counseling, Abby Cook, and therapist Taryn Young. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
So my first question is, how does the election affect mental health, specifically in the first-time voter age group?
I think for the first-time voter age group and with people in general, there's a lot of anxiety that comes with the election. There's can be some divisiveness, tension, and judgment among people. And aside from the social dynamics, there's also a big, like a lot of fear put into people of like, there's a lot of focus on what would happen if the other candidate wins and all of the bad potential negative consequences from that. But I think there's a lot of pressure among people and divisiveness and like friendships and families, and people have a hard time being kind of authentic with their viewpoints or feeling like they're judged by their viewpoints.
Right. So it's almost like trying to stay true to yourself during the season? Mm-hmm. Okay. And how would a student handle the political division within their family?
So we see a lot of that in our clients. They come in and they're very stressed with the division within their family. So we encourage them to set boundaries within their family, and when things become stressful, we encourage them to stop the communication and come back to it when they're less stressed. We also encourage them to accept the fact that, you know, they have different beliefs within their family. And then we also encourage them to have family therapy and, you know, learn different techniques that they can share with one another to help decrease the stress and anxiety that this topic brings.
It'd be almost like finding a common ground between like the family members?
Yes.
Okay. And how do political beliefs influence individual identity and self-esteem?
I think there's a lot of like internal confusion that can come up during this time because there's pressure to like fully commit to one party's ideology or to a candidate, and I think it can make people feel conflicted of like, what do I really think and feel? And I think especially in the first-time voter age group, there's a lot of exploration of like, what do I think and feel? What are my values and my beliefs? And I always try to help my clients as well kind of come back to what are your core values and your beliefs. And at the end of the day, you choose a candidate and maybe you don't support or believe or share the same values in every way. But I think to improve your self-esteem, it's kind of being true to who yourself and discovering your own values and beliefs.
So is it like you align with the candidate that you believe is more into your beliefs then?
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, there's perhaps no perfect candidate, but trying to see who do you align with more in terms of like how you think and feel versus the influence of how other people want you to think and feel.
And have you seen an increase in election stress from this year compared to previous years?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that. There's actually been a study that 73% of the people have more anxiety and stress compared to other elections. And, you know, a lot of this has to do with the different policies, social, climate, and financial concerns that have been causing a lot of this anxiety and stress.
Do you think that heightened stress has anything to do with social media in this election?
Big time. I think social media has a huge impact on how people think and perceive everything happening in the election season, but also it has a huge impact on our emotions every day. All of our algorithms kind of feed us with the things that we do align with, but it also kind of feeds on our fears and can feed you information about why you should be fearful of the other candidate. And there's, a lot of fear mongering can influence people's daily thoughts and feelings about the election. So I always try to especially have good boundaries with technology and social media, especially during election season, or just being mindful of how it's affecting you.
Yeah, so it would like shape a person's like perceptions and emotions then?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you also think with like the algorithm that it often changes beliefs or it just amplifies them then?
I would say it's more amplifying because it's very interesting, I guess, how the algorithms all work, where it kind of figures out what you do like and you don't like, or the things that I guess are pulling your attention, which I think is often amplifying your beliefs and your fears.
Okay, and then how do you think the outcome of the election affects a person regardless of the winner?
So regardless of the winner, people are still going to feel stress and anxiety. I think the unknown of the different policies causes stress and anxiety regardless of who is elected. I think financial concerns also is going to be a stress and anxiety regardless of who's chosen. And then the social climate also creates stress and anxiety. So I think regardless of who is chosen for president, there definitely is still going to be stress. And that is something that just is going to be hard to remove.
Do you think it comes from like the feeling of like not knowing what's next?
It's the unknown, absolutely.
Thank you for being here today. Is there anything you guys like to add?
Yeah, I would like to say that I think, there's a lot of focus on the negative regarding the election, and I think it takes away from people focusing on, the positives that come along with an election. And I think people really need to take some time to think about, not only the negative aspects, but what comes along with election are positive aspects. And it's important to, take some time and think about those things as well, because there are some exciting aspects to having a new president.
It's a very empowering time, I think, for especially first-time voters, where it's exciting to be able to be a part of this and be a part of the potential change that you want to see in the world and be empowered by that versus, the doom that can sometimes be felt.
I feel more like a part of it other than like sitting on the outside where I don't have like a say in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today on Good Morning Lewis, and we'll be right back.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
The Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Well, that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Good Morning Lewis.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Welcome.